a strong X3.38 Flare, 1312 UTC, February the 9th of 2024. So there's been some solar flares, and I'm just going to read what was shared by Marguerite Elsbeth. Let me put some water in here. We're going to read what she wrote about this solar activity. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you can hear me. Let me come over here and make sure you can, because it was obviously it was something to see. So the government Gina, just turn this down right here. It's something to turn. Hello, the Apple Brooks and Chickadee. Let me see if I can be heard. Okay, I can be heard. We're going over to what she had to write about it. Hello. So we'll just come right over here. And I'll try to be kind of respectful. I don't want to, let me shrink this down. I don't want to show too much of her information on here. I want to show some respect, but we're going to see if I can do a window share. Window capture is what I'm going to do, so bring it up on here. Window capture. No, cancel it. I want this window capture. So let me see if I can bring it up. I really want to see if I can bring it up. It may not let me. Just hold on. We had an X flare. Okay, we got it. We got it, you all. So while you were sleeping, let's get this over here. This is perfect. And let me see if I can. I'm going to put myself like that. How's that? We're going to read what she wrote here. That's all she wrote. Well, I don't want to do it. Gina, will you quit playing around? I want to quit playing around. It's strong. X3.38 Flare. I'm just going to go over there, you all. I am. Let me just put it to me. Let me just go over there and quit my talking, you all. Let me just come over here. While you were sleeping, if you were sleeping, there was a series of 5 X-class flares, 5 M-class flares, a Type IV Radio Emission, and an R1, R2, and R3 Radio Blackout. The X3.38 Flare was a strong one, as you can see. Hello. Not all were reported, but can be found on the Space Weather Live app graph. In fact, I may have missed a few. So let's look at these. I guess this was all today, maybe, perhaps. You can see that right here. Let's see. So a M1.14, R1 Radio Blackout, S1 Solar Radiation Storm, M3.96, 10 centimeter radio burst, M5.09, M7.53, X1.04, X1.44. You can see these are really a lot of activity coming out. Type IV Radio Emission, X2.5 at 1322, X3.38 at 1312, X2.9 at 1310. An R3 Radio Blackout, an R2 Radio Blackout. Look at all this stuff. X1.52, 1305, M5.29, 1303, R1 Radio Blackout 1, M1.8, 1301. X marks the spot. So we're going to read, if you're just tuning in, we're going to read about these strong flares and all the activity that's been coming around the sun. And this is put together by Marguerite Elsbeth. So we're going to look at this. So X marks the spot. 2 total solar eclipses happened in 2017 and 2024. We had Disease X, Space X. Twitter is now X. Oh, wow. Look at this, you all. I like this, how she's put this out there. This is really good. Let's look at this. X marks the spot. Oh. So 2 solar eclipses. What did I do? I did share, I took a screenshot. Let me see if I got this on here. I think I came over here and I took some screenshots, but I don't know if it was on here or on my, it had been on here with the X marks the spot. No, I didn't take a screenshot of that. I'm sorry, I did not take a screenshot of that. I'm just going to shrink this down. X marks the spot. So we have disease X. I didn't know there was a disease X. A space X. Twitter is now X. And we have X flares. Coronavirus. We're talking about the sun. The definition of corona. Let's look at this, you all, because this is, she's really, really good at explaining things. She also has written several books. The definition of a corona is as follows. 1 is anatomy, a part of the body resembling or likened to a crown. The pineal gland, also known as the crown chakra, located at the top of the head. Astronomy, the rarefied gaseous envelope of the sun and other stars. The sun's corona is normally visible during a total solar eclipse, and when it's seen as an irregularity-shaped pearly glow surrounding the darkened disk of the moon. So, in Marguerite's humble perception, and you can read along right with me, all of the above is related to the sun and the increased influx of ionized and gamma ray radiation, also known as cosmic plasma, coming into the lower atmosphere through the ozone holes. The weakened magnetosphere, if you're just tuning in, we're reading this, the weakened magnetosphere and the numerous open portals resulting from the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC in CERN, Switzerland. This is where we're at. The virus is radiation sickness, and the symptoms we experience are a direct result of the extreme solar activity, which will amplify come solar maximum and be exacerbated by the total solar eclipse in April of 2024. I'm just getting a thing in this ear right here. This is her opinion. This is her theory of what is happening. This is what she had to say. I'm reading it. Many believe, okay, let's look at this. The governments are somehow electronically inducing the solar flares and the coronal mass ejections. While it's likely advanced technologies are harnessing the tremendous energy with venues such as HAARP, they are not initiating the activity. In simple terms, if you're just tuning in, hello. In simple terms, the sun is a living consciousness of the God source, the divine intelligence from which all things emanate, and the earth's only true source of fire, heat, light, and electricity, the sun. A radiation is fire. Oh, wow. Maybe that's why it burns our skin. If radiation is fire, is that why it kind of burns our skin? Look at this. And it's fire, and fire brings about the end of the age of Pisces. Moreover, today is the new moon in Aquarius. Pluto, god of the underworld, just entered Aquarius, ruled by his father Saturn, the god of time, harbingers of things to come. So a strong X3.38 flare came out of the sun. You can see this right here today, 1312 UTC. And that's what we're looking at right now. Today, it came right out of the sun. Let me close this out, you all. Let's go over to the sun. We want to look at the sun right here. Let's come over here to the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. We don't want to make this too long of a video. If you're just tuning in, it's the god of death. I get my hot flash. That sun's making me hot talking about it. iswa.thegsfc.nasa.gov. Let's come over here and look at it, you all, because we want to see the solar flares. We really do. We want to see the sun doing its thing. This is Community Modeling Center right here. Community Coordinated Modeling Center. So we would probably come over to this section right here. Let's see which ones would be up to date. Would this be up to date on it? Oh, no, that's 2014. We don't want the 2014. Let's see if the Soho Lasco has. Well, they got a lot of activity. You are in luck because we're going to look at this right here because this is today. Going to look over here on this thing. Whoa, there's lots of activity going on over here. Can y'all see this? Wow, there's ships flying around too. Look at the ships. These are ships, what you're seeing right here. All of these are ships. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have the ability to line. This sky is loaded. These are ships too. These are not like just particles and stuff. No, 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 no. See, these are coming from the sun. They're coming and going. Something is happening. If you're just tuning in, let's do this, you all. We got to see what's happening with this thing right here. This sun, the activity. Wow, look here at the bottom of this sun. Look at the ships. These right here have the ability to line themselves up. They're flying around. There is something drastically going on. And this ain't need. Look at all of this activity. This is not debris or anything. These are like individual like ships or something up there. But they do have the ability to line themselves up. I haven't even got. Let me get on myself over here. You see another one right here. Look at this. Something massive is taking place here. Can y'all hear me? I hope you can hear me. Something massive is taking place. Get out of the way, phone. I haven't been over here in a while, but I really do like Marguerite's explanation. I do. Look at this activity. What are these things? Because they have the ability to, line up and do their own thing. There's a lot of activity. I'm going to change this, you all. If you're just tuning in, I am going to change this down here to 300 frames before that, and then 20 frames, so we can get the maximum. We want to get the maximum amount of frames per second, so we can see the explosion that took place. We want to see that X3.38. It's blinking. I hope it got it on here. It may not have it on here, but I want to see if it's got something on here. If it don't got it on this one, we're going to look at another one that has the up-to-date information on here. Fear manifests what fear fears. Fear is a spirit of not from God. That's right, you all. So we got to watch what's going on, and I'm not really seeing. Oh, yes, we're seeing. Okay. Let's look at it. We got 7 o'clock in the morning. We are over here. It's 2200. 3. Okay, so we got to get to the 9th. To the 9th. Okay, we got some explosions getting ready to come out of the sun. Wow, something just shot down right like that. Wow. Let's see. Did we really get that MX flare at that time? Okay, we gotta come over here and we gotta get it. We have got to get it. Okay, let's see what it happened. Okay, here, look how massive this thing is coming out. Look at it. Can you see that? That's a bomb! Oh my gosh! Look at this. Look at what it looks like. It looks like it's got 2 gigantic eyes. It looks perfectly round. Can you all see that? What is that? Look how perfectly round it is coming out of the sun. That's supposed to be the sun. It's got a big disc in front of it. Look at that thing right there. That is perfectly round coming it out. Your chat is back. Andrea, honey, that is perfect. You all, can you see that thing? That is no normal solar flare coming out at all. That is not normal. That is wild, you all. That is so wild. It could look like a monkey. It could. Look at that. That's massive. That is. It could be a dragon. Could be a dragon's egg. This thing comes out of the sun. Oh my gosh. Get this phone out of the way. I want to see this. It's like 12:36, 12:48. Oh, there's a missing time. There's missing time. Look down here, 1325 at the bottom. It's 12:48, and the next timestamp you see is 1325. We did not get to see when it originally came out of the sun. That is a big round object. It's something massive that came from that sun. So that's 1325, 1336. It's still, you can even still see the shape of it. 1325. So the X-class flare, let's push this back to me. When the X-class flare happened at 1312 UTC. So at 1312, well, we don't have the 1312 timestamp on here because they took it out. See, we don't got it. Look, it came out of the sun. I wonder if we did. I wonder if we put that up here. Get out of the way. Let's see if we could do a window capture to see if we could even bring that image out even more so we can see that object. Yes, we can do it. We want to do it. See that object coming out of the sun even more so. Let me see this. Let's go try to put a filter on this. Can you all see that? That thing is massive, whatever it is that has come out of the sun. I'm going to put a sharpening filter on that, see what we can see coming out. Let me see what else I could maybe do. I want to try to see if we can bring it out, because surely, excuse me, surely we can do something with it. Oh, yes. Look at, can you see it now? You can see it like that, but if we do this, let me see what else I can do. See if I can do another thing on there. I know it might look a little bit dark. No, I don't want to do that. Let me see if I can do a little bit of Luma key. We want to make this thing. This thing came out of the sun, and it's not a normal solar. No, I'm going to get myself out of the way. Get me out of the way over here. I don't think I can like make it look any better than you can kind of see it. It's big and it is round. Can you see that? I think I'll just leave that at that. Let's blow this up so you all can see it, because this is wild. Coming out of the sun, and I apologize for doing it like this. Can you see it now? Look at that thing. That thing is massive. It is massive. Let me get myself off of this over here. Trying to look at this thing. It's right there. So you can see it beneath me. It's wild. Let's come back over here, because I just want to pull it up a tad bit. And I'm gonna put myself down here. Let's see what we can see with this thing. It's coming out. Okay, let's watch it. It's coming out. That's not a normal solar flare. That is some kind of massive. We could have an alien invasion or something. We really could. And I'm not just saying that. This thing in the center. Oh my gosh. What is that thing? I know I'm making it really big to try to get that thing in the center. Look how massive it is. Is it? Can you see it? It's like massive. Let me see if I can like kind of make that lighter maybe, so you can see it more. Can you see how big it is? It's massive. Wow. So it had a big explosion at 1312, but then we don't have the timestamp on it, and this thing came out of the sun is what happened. It came totally out of the sun. They have stopped the chat over here for some strange reason. They stopped the chat. Let me get rid of the window capture. I want to get rid of the window capture and put myself back on here, you all. I don't want to make this too long. We have a strong X3.38, and I think that thing was a part of it. This thing that came out was a part of it right there. Right there. I don't know, it blasted through, probably busted open the portal is probably what it did. It busted open the portal, y'all. Let me just push the button. I'm going to push it back to me. It did something massive. That was the X3 thing. Let me skip this. Okay. Okay, let's look at this, you all. Here it comes. There's a lot of activity happening. It's just like direct streams of plasma coming. That thing's getting ready to blast out. Boom! Boom! It blasted out, and then it did something. I wonder if it set off some kind of a thing on there. Let's see it. See it? This is a smaller one. That's a smaller one. They're all round. They're round objects coming out of the sun is what it seems like. They're all round things. That's 2024. That came out. Okay, you see there's hardly any activity, any UFO activity. There's the massive thing coming out right there. It is massive. Coming out of the sun. That's the X3.38 probably. Oh my gosh, because they got missing data. It goes from 1248 to 1220 something. And then more explosion comes. And boom. All of this stuff. Look at like this is part of this thing right here. Part of this right here line of ships is covered up by whatever's up there. It's underneath this I don't know, whatever is up there around the sun, part of it's underneath there. Can you see it? It's covered up. All of these little things can attach to this and become great big. It got covered up. Is what happened. It totally got covered up. Let me see what else. You have stuff splattering around. Oh my gosh. You all, we got a battle going on. We got a battle going on. You can see over here, part of it, this right here is covered up too. These are individual ships. These things right here. So part of that is covered up. And look how long these are over here too. This is not Starlink. I'm just going to tell you right now, this is not Starlink whatsoever. Jean Joseph, hello. Look down here. Look down here. There's a massive, massive battle taking place. Wow, look at that. This happened at 1700. I'm wondering if part of this right here, since they're lined up, if part of this is underneath some kind of cloud thing up there in the sky, some kind of atmospheric something, because it looks like it's part of this in a great big long line, because part of this is underneath it right there. Let's keep wow, look at all of this activity. These are ships. Now look at that ship. You gonna tell me that that's not a ship right there? No, I'm not going to believe it. That's a ship. Let me get this over here. Where am I at? This is a ship. They look like they look mechanical up there. They really do. They don't look like normal ships that you would see like airplanes or something. No, this thing right here is some kind of a ship. And it's probably standing up on its side like a rocket that blasts up in the air. This kind of reminds me of something like that. Yes, that's what it kind of reminds me of, something like that. Hello there, Spirit Miracle. Yeah, look at this, you all. So these are... Wow. Let's get back over to there because this is wild. It is so wild. There is lots and lots of activity. There, I think they want the Earth... Something wants the Earth. And then if you look down here, here they are again. Great big old line of them. Lined up. Right down here. There's still more of them. There's still more. You can see them right here. If you're just tuning in. Let me see if I can... and we can't even see beyond it. There's no seeing beyond it because obviously they're all in the sky. Completely in the sky. With these solar flares, the X flares. Look at the activity up here. Wow. I would not be surprised if they come out and say, you know, we got an alien invasion. I would not. Or there's some kind of something coming from space. Something is here. Something is definitely here. let's do that. I won't spend too much. We had an X3 flare, and they have hidden. There's something coming out. Look at that round circle coming out right there. See it? It's perfectly round. There's some kind of big round. Okay. Did the Borg have round ships at any point? The Borg. Did the Borg have round ships at any point? Or any of like the Death Star and stuff like that? This thing is massive. It's coming out too, but it's not as massive as that great big one that came out. Let me see what's happening over here in this live chat. Okay, it's fine. I guess it's fine, you all. Let me look at this. Want to see it one more time. Okay, so this is, if you're just tuning in, they had a big solar flare. I'm going to put it to me. I'm going to just push the button so it can push this back to me. We're looking at Nancy, honey. We're looking at NASA. We're trying to find the X3.38 solar flare that came out, but they got missing data, so we can't see it because they don't have all the data on here. But if we were to look that one, whatever that thing was, that was big too. Let's go back here and look at this one that came out. That was massive. What is that? What is that came out? So that's at 3:36 in the morning. That is kind of, it looks like there's a round object right there. That's kind of indistinguishable. But when we get over to here, look how the streams of plasma is coming out right here, like a perfect stream of plasma coming out. Perfect. And then comes here comes a small thing coming out right there. It's really small. Look like a disc. It looks like an egg, or it looks like some kind of disc on its side coming out. You can see that. It doesn't look like a normal solar flare at all. It looks like a disc on its side. Let me see if I can get it. Watch it coming out. Okay, maybe it was a round thing and it turned itself around. And we got some ships right here. These are ships. They know it's coming out. They're up there waiting for it. Jeannie, you're telling a story. Well, I'm telling you what I'm feeling in my spirit. This thing is coming out of the sun. Okay, that one came out, and I think they can change their shape. Sorry about this thing. Then this thing came out right here. I think these are great big massive ships coming out of the sun. I really do. I don't know who they belong to. Sorry about the blinking. This thing right here. Look how massive. Look how massive. And look at the timestamp. It goes from 12:48, which is right down here. Normally you have like 15-minute increments. It goes from 12:48. The next time you see the thing, it's 13:25. 13:25. There's like 30 minutes, and you have this great big massive round object coming out of the sun. Is what it is. Massive round object. Let's do it like this so you can see it. It's massive. Coming straight out. I believe that this was the X3.38 coming out. And they didn't let us see it on this particular thing. It's too perfect. It's too perfect of a circle. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh my gosh. All right, you all. That's it. Let me move that away because there should be. I don't know if the Soho Lasco C3. Let's go to the Soho Lasco C3. You all. Can we look at this one? We want to see what happened over there too, because we can sometimes. I hope this is all right. Sometimes we can. Oh yeah, they're flying all over this place too. They're flying all over it. We want to see if you're just tuning in. You know what I need to do? I need to come over here. I need to put this in NASA's iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. I need to do it. Okay, let's do this. I want to change this to 300 so we can see what happened, because this is a whatever it is. Let me put it back to me. When are they predicting this storm to hit Earth? Does it normally take around 2.5 days? I don't know exactly. I'll flip the screen when this is through blinking. Hmm. Okay. Let's see it. Okay, so we're on the 7th. This does not have as many frames included as the other one. Okay, I've seen something come out. We're on the 8th. We want to see if there's any activity that's going to come out. Ah, they're not showing it all. They are not showing it all, but you can see the one thing's flying around. We want to get to the 9th. You can see the ships. This is a ship right here. It's not a planet. And it's not a whatever. It's some kind of a ship. I want to see on the 9th. There's a cube over there in the top far corner at the top. A cube. It's 8 o'clock. They probably cut some data out. Okay, it's on 2:30, 6:30, 6:30, 10. It was supposed to be around the 13. Okay, something's coming out at 13:42. They did it here too. They did it here too, you all. They did it on the Soho Lasco C3. They cut some timestamp. They cut it out. They cut it out. Coming out is what they did. Let me push this thing. I want to see what I can see. Okay, they cut it out. Let's look right here. It's at 12:54 if you look down here. The next time you see it, it's at 13:42. 13:42 right there. You can see part of it right here. 13:42. They are hiding the data to what's coming out of that sun. See, now it's 13:54. 14:06. You're only getting to see the aftermath. That's all you're getting is in the fight, and they're fighting around up there. Okay, we got that one. Let's come over here. There's one more that we can probably look at. This is 1325 right here. You can see the massive object came out at 1325 right there. Let's see if we can get one more. One more. Which would it be? What would it? Oh, this is way behind. See, this is 3 days behind this one right here, which is not very good at all. So that's 3 days behind. We don't want to look at that one. That's 2014. That's 2014. Oh, perfect. This is perfect. This is what we want. We want this one right here, you all. You just tuning in. This had a X flares going on, and we're looking at trying to get some data on it. And we got a lot of explosions taking place. X flares going toward the Earth, and like, oh my gosh, they're massive. We got to bring this back because we want to see as many frames as possible on here. Okay, I'm going to put this back to me because it's going to be blinking if you're just tuning in. How long we've been on here, you all? I don't know how long. Like it was flung. Okay, we're this massive object came out bigger than the sun. Bigger than the sun. It came out of the sun is what happened. Y'all gonna have some solar flares. You're gonna probably have some loss of electricity and stuff. Anything could happen. This thing up here is getting really wild with explosions. Okay, we're going to look at it. Okay, we're looking on the 5th. This does not have as much data. This is the stereo head corona, stereo head core 2. Look, there's massive things happening. This is not, whoa, that was the massive explosion. Let's watch it. The massive explosion. That was on the 6th. That's the 8th. This is the 9th. Bam! Bam! That what is this thing coming out? Look at this thing that came out up there at the top. We're going to drag it. Let's drag it. Okay, there's some kind of a... if there's an explosion, they hid the data from it. Okay, this is massive. So that's a 853 and something. That's on the 5th. Look at these massive UFOs flying around up there. Massive ships like. This is on the 6th. Okay, that's the 6th. Look at that explosion right there. That's on the 6th. We've had a lot of activity happening. Look how massive that thing is. It's like it blew up all around the sides. It looked like they cut out some data. So 1438. Yeah, they did. They cut out data. So it stopped at February the 6th at 1523. And then you don't see it again until February the 7th at 3:38. So they hit a whole lot of information. They did. Let's look at this. Now it's on the 7th. They're hiding data. There's something coming out, and they don't want us to see what's coming out of the sun. These massive, massive objects. Oh, wow. Look at the side of it. Yeah, there's massive battles going on up there. Totally massive. Okay, we're on the 9th. We're on the 9th. Let's go. Slow. Okay, that's at 12 o'clock. 12:23. Here's 13:38. Okay, it's 12:38. Let me see what this does. 12:23. Watch the time step down here. 12:23. They're hiding the data. 12:23. 12:38. 13:30. 13:23. They hid the data. Look at the timestamp right there. 13:23. You got it coming out. And it's massive. 13:38. And then 13:55. Oh, may make my nose really, really itch. Oh, this is massive. This is what came out. It was this thing right here. 13:25. It came out right here. But let me see if I can. Let me put this side by side. That came out. But if we were to go to the 13:38, you can't see it. But here it is right here, 13:30. This thing came out. It had the great big massive X3.38 flare right there. And they're hiding it. They're hiding the data. If it came out, it's headed toward Earth. It's headed straight to Earth. Look what it did. This is 1350 something. And that's 1336. 1348. What? 1400. 1400. All right, so we got it. We got it coming out of the sun. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. So, but this is what happened. Massive explosion. You can see it right there. And there's a lot of time missing. You can see it right here. You'll have to go back and watch it, but there is a massive round object coming out of the sun right here. This is not a normal solar flare by any stretch of your imagination. It is not normal. You know what I should do? I should come over here. I should open up this movie maker. I should bring that up, but I need to come over here. Here's what I need to do. I need to take a screenshot and see what that looks like in the inverted mode right there. Let me do it. Because we'd like to see what it looks like in the inverted mode. Let's come over here and do it. Just to see what it's going to look like. This is the easiest way to do it for me. Just like do it like this. Bring it up. Do a filter on it. Crop enhance. I want to do that. You can clearly see it right there. You really can. You can't really see it right there. Could be a big massive plasma ship too. I can see the outline of it. I can see the outline right here. Oh, you can see it right here too. Let's see the gamma. The gamma on it and the noise. Do you see that round object up there, you all? This is like wild. Look at that. It is there. Wow. That thing came out of the sun. Let's look at one more. Oh, no, it's not gonna show us all the way. It's not. That's what came out right there. If you just tuning in a minute ago. So thank you, Marguerite. Elsbeth, we read about what Marguerite had to say about this right here, and there's a lot of stuff happening. Oh, it's perfect. So I am going to go, you all. I'm going to go. Thank you for tuning in. Just be prepared. Be prepared. You might get some candles or something, flashlight or something. Get internet down or something. You better have a book to read or something. Something. Get that. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you have subscribed, you might want to check your subscription because they unsubscribe people across every single practically YouTube channel. They drop the subscribers, sometimes 50 a week. Yeah. Thank you for joining this channel. And could you please give this video a thumbs up on your way out, because it does help the channel grow when you give it a thumbs up. All these analytics and stuff like that. Something really going on. I don't know when this thing is going to get here, this solar flare, but they had back-to-back ones is what happened. Yeah. Thank you all again. Love you.